Jim Jones paced his small apartment, his heart racing with an unfamiliar intensity. It had started as a regular Wednesday, but the air felt electric, charged with an unshakable sense of unease. His thoughts were consumed by his girlfriend, Chrissy. They had shared passionate moments that left him breathless, but lately there was a distance between them that made his skin crawl. Meanwhile, Chrissy was at her friend's house, basking in the warmth of laughter and carefree conversation. The afternoon light danced through the window, and she felt alive, free from the weight of her past. But lurking in the shadows of her mind was Common, the man she once loved so deeply. His charm still held a pull, and despite her best efforts, she couldn't entirely shake him off. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with fiery hues, Jim's phone buzzed ominously. A message from a friend sent a chill down his spine. Common's back in town. Just a heads up. A rush of heat flooded his face, a mix of anger and dread swirling together. Dismissing the message felt futile. Doubt seeped into his heart like a poison. Fueled by a sudden need to confront the truth, Jim jumped into his car, his thoughts racing. He imagined the look on Chrissy's face when he surprised her, how her eyes would light up, but with every mile, his excitement twisted into anxiety. Spotting a familiar car parked outside her friend's place, his heart plummeted. It was Common's car. His fists clenched as he approached the door, the laughter inside now sounding like a mocking echo. With a deep breath, he swung the door open, and the sight before him was a punch to the gut. Chrissy and Common were sprawled on the couch, laughter spilling from their lips, an intimacy in their body language that ignited a firestorm of rage within Jim. What the hell is going on here? Jim's voice thundered, low and dangerous. Chrissy's head whipped around, her face draining of color as she scrambled to sit up. Jim, don't even start, Jim roared, each word laced with betrayal. You said you were done with him. You promised. Common stood up, hands raised defensively, his expression a mix of shock and annoyance. Jim, man, this isn't what it looks like. Shut up, Jim barked, stepping closer, the air crackling with tension. I don't want to hear your pathetic excuses. The room froze, the charged atmosphere almost palpable. Chrissy's eyes darted between them, fear and regret warring in her gaze. Jim, please, let me explain. Explain what? He shouted, his voice rising with each syllable. That you lied to me? That you've been sneaking around behind my back? This is exactly what it looks like. I wasn't sneaking, Chrissy cried, her voice trembling. I thought we could just talk. Talk? Jim scoffed, disbelief coursing through him. You call this talking? You're tangled up with him like you never left. As he turned to storm out, he felt a part of him shatter. The laughter that had filled the room felt like a cruel betrayal, a punchline to a joke he hadn't wanted to be part of. The door slammed behind him, echoing the finality of their broken trust. Outside, the cool night air hit him like a rush of adrenaline. He leaned against his car, breathless, as the chaos of emotions crashed over him. Betrayal burned in his chest, mingling with a fierce desire for answers. Could he ever trust Chrissy again? Did they even stand a chance after this? Driving away, Jim realized this was just the beginning. The night felt charged with possibilities, both dark and illuminating. He had to confront the raw, searing truth about love, betrayal, and the dangerous allure of the past. As he navigated through the city streets, the question lingered. Could a love built on passion ever survive such a devastating fracture? The answer felt as elusive as the night itself, and the journey ahead promised to be anything but easy. The sun dipped low over New York City, casting a golden hue on the bustling streets below. Inside a trendy restaurant, the atmosphere was electric, filled with laughter and clinking glasses. But at one table, things were about to take a dramatic turn. Chrissy Lampkin sat across from Jim Jones, her expression a mix of determination and frustration. The couple had been through their fair share of ups and downs, but tonight felt different. A shadow loomed over their conversation. The tension between Chrissy and Jim's mother had reached a boiling point. Jim, we need to talk about your mom, Chrissy said, her voice steady but laced with emotion. I can't keep pretending everything is fine when she disrespects me at every turn. Jim sighed, rubbing the back of his neck. I know, but she's my mother. You have to understand where she's coming from. Chrissy leaned in, her eyes blazing. It's not just your mother, it's how she treats me. You can't keep making excuses for her. The air crackled with unresolved feelings as Jim's phone buzzed on the table. It was a text from his mom, a barrage of words that sent Jim's face hardening. I can't believe this. She's texting me right now saying you're causing drama in our family. With that, the dam broke. Drama? All I'm trying to do is be a part of your life, but your mom won't let me. Chrissy's voice rose, drawing attention from nearby tables. Jim's temper flared. You're always at her throat. Maybe if you just tried to understand her, things would be different. Before Chrissy could respond, a figure appeared at the edge of their table. Jim's mother, eyes blazing with indignation. I've had enough of your disrespect, Chrissy. You think you can just walk in here and take my son from me? The tension snapped like a taut string. Chrissy shot back. I'm not trying to take him from you, but you need to respect me. In a split second, the situation escalated. Jim stood up, trying to intervene, but Chrissy's words hung in the air like a challenge. You're going to let her talk to me like that? Jim's face twisted in conflict as he felt the weight of loyalty to his mother pulling at him. Mom, please. But Chrissy was done. She shot up from her seat, the anger radiating off her like heat from a fire. This is why we can't work. You let her dictate everything. In the midst of the chaos, Jim's frustration peaked. He moved to block Chrissy's path, but in a moment of heated impulse, his hand connected with her cheek, a slap that shocked the entire restaurant into silence. Gasps erupted around them. Jim's eyes widened in disbelief, his heart racing as he realized what he had just done. Chrissy stood frozen, hurt flickering across her face, but behind the pain was a fiery determination. Is this who you are? She whispered, tears welling up. You choose her over me. Jim's heart sank. In that moment, he understood the weight of his actions. Chrissy, but she cut him off, her voice steady. No, Jim, you need to figure out what you want because I won't be part of a love triangle with your mother. With that, she turned on her heel and walked away, leaving Jim standing there, the silence of the restaurant closing in around him. The reality of what had just unfolded settled heavily in the air. Love, loyalty, and betrayal intertwined in a bitter dance. Jim's heart raced as he realized this was a turning point. Would he fight for Chrissy or let the tides of family loyalty drowned their love? The decision loomed, and in that moment, he knew everything was about to change. While he did say yes upon her getting down on one knee, the couple have yet to tie the knot. New York, December 13th, Chrissy Lampkin, L, and Jim Jones backstage at Deucepalooza at Barclays Center on December 13th, 2019 in New York City. Photo by Johnny Nunez, Wire Image. At some point, it has to stop. Chrissy Lampkin tells Jim Jones. By 2021, despite being together 18 years, at the time, Lampkin seemed over the idea of marriage. On VH1's third season of Family Reunion, Love and Hip Hop Edition, after he proposed the idea of them finally getting married, she surprisingly said no. She added, you want me to be this loving, crazy, cook, this, that, and the other, but you come home and you're mean, and you're cold, and you're distant. The couple had a fiery back and forth where Jones acknowledged his wrongdoings and fear of commitment. I always been a man of my family, so all I know how to do is try to support and try to make money. I don't want you thinking I'm selfish in any way, because I love you more than I could love anything in this world. It's been a long road. However, in Chrissy's opinion, at some point it has to stop. In a recent episode of Love and Hip Hop, New York, Chrissy Lampkin elaborated on the reasons behind her and Jim's prolonged engagement. During the latest broadcast, she discussed her return to the show after nearly 7 years, noting that the producers had reached out to her first with a desire to bring her back. They wanted to get back to the essence of the show, she remarked. Reflecting on her relationship, she stated, our relationship is in a good place. I thought marriage was the natural progression, but it's not for everyone. We're good right now. The journey of Chrissy and Jim has been riddled with challenges since they first began dating in 2004. Over the years, they've faced numerous relationship hurdles, which Chrissy has candidly discussed. In 2016, she explained her decision to remain in a long-term engagement with her then fiancé, stating, what's the point of marrying before one of us is truly ready? I don't want to go through a divorce over that. People move at their own pace, and I'm here because I've made this decision. Their relationship has been a significant part of Love and Hip Hop, with the upcoming Season 10 scheduled to debut on December 16th on VH1 featuring the couple prominently. A memorable episode depicted Chrissy leaving Jim in New York and relocating to Miami, a pivotal moment many fans regarded as a turning point in their relationship. Sensing he might lose her, Jim took a bold step and proposed to Chrissy in Miami, hoping to compensate for what many perceived as his previous lack of commitment. Yet, despite this grand gesture, the couple chose not to marry, leaving fans wondering about the future of their relationship. Ultimately, the essence of their relationship may lie in their commitment to each other, regardless of whether it conforms to societal norms. As they continue to navigate the challenges that arise, they are also discovering what it means to prioritize their happiness, both individually and collectively. In a world filled with expectations, the true measure of their love may be found in their ability to grow, adapt, and support one another, irrespective of what the future holds. With each passing day, the public remains captivated by their story, eager for updates and insights into their relationship. The fascination with their journey underscores the universal themes of love, commitment, and personal growth that resonate with many. As Chrissy and Jim continue to chart their course, they remind us that relationships are not merely about reaching a destination, but about the experiences and transformations that occur along the way. As they both embrace this new chapter, we hope for a future filled with clarity, understanding, and happiness, whatever shape that may take. Whether they choose to walk down the aisle or remain in their current state, the focus should always be on what brings them joy and fulfillment. The journey of love is rarely linear, and sometimes the most important aspect is simply being true to oneself while navigating the complexities of partnership. For those following their journey, it serves as a reminder that love isn't always straightforward. Despite years spent together and shared experiences, some couples never reach the altar, and that's perfectly acceptable. What truly matters is discovering peace and fulfillment, whether together or apart. As Chrissy and Jim navigate this new chapter, the world watches closely, hoping for clarity and happiness for both, no matter which path they ultimately choose. As the days progress, the dynamics of their relationship continue to evolve, illustrating the highs and lows that come with love. Each interaction, each public appearance adds another layer to the narrative they are crafting together, and yet apart. The tension with Mama Jones serves as a constant reminder that family plays a significant role in personal relationships, and the complexities of navigating those waters can often be overwhelming. Both Chrissy and Jim have experienced personal growth over the years, learning from their struggles and triumphs. Their journey together has been filled with lessons, not just about love, but about communication, respect, and understanding. As they reflect on their time together, they may also be considering what they truly want from their future, both as individuals and as a couple. The conversations surrounding marriage often reflect broader societal expectations, and it's clear that both Chrissy and Jim are navigating these expectations in their own unique way. The pressures from family, fans, and the industry can create an atmosphere fraught with tension, making it difficult to determine what is genuinely best for them. Their ongoing engagement serves as a testament to the complexities of modern relationships, where traditional milestones don't always align with personal readiness or desire.